Round 2 of the EU ranked Royale. Oski takes down Toxic 3-1, and Team Tekos, I believe someone told me it's pronounced, and Team Rezears go to game 5, but Team Tekos take it. Now we have Oski versus Rezears. Chat, here we go. The second round of the ranked Royale EU 2v2s. We are in Pool A. Following Team Liquid, Oski and Atow handle business in their first series against the 8th seed. Now they're facing what I believe is the 5 seed in Rezears. Rezears picking up Relatingwave to play with him in this 2v2 tournament. Those first names are always the names that qualify to the tournament. And if you just so happen to be tuning in, as this is your first video, there's probably at least a few people every time. So we'll just remind everybody qualifying through this tournament via the ranked ladder, the 2v2 ladder. Anybody could have made it in if they just got high enough on the leaderboards. Then they picked a teammate to duke it out with and a chance to win upwards of $8,000 if we were to get there in the prize pool match, the donation matching that I'm going to be doing. I'll do it all the way up to $4,000. Right now, though, we should be realistic. We're at 135. So a nice, cool double of whatever that is what the prize pool stands at. Atow and Oski are clip generators when it comes to 2v2. I'm not sure how Rezears and Relatingwave played in the previous round. I heard that it was a reverse sweep that they ended up losing, which is a tough beat for sure, but shows that Rezears and Relatingwave can hang both in the Octane today. A bit of an Octane versus Fennec battle, not something we see as much anymore. Full teams of Octanes as the Fennec looks to complete its total takeover. LG Roos, leave it the prime, 3 months. What microphone do you use? I use the SM7B, the popular streamer microphone. You're going to see it in a lot of people's streams. You should move the prize pool to the middle. I'm worried that if it's in the middle, that it takes up too much of the screen. What do we think about that? If we bring it out here, I don't know. It seems like crucial space. It just covered an Octane, you know? So I think we're going to go back. This is a nice, comfortable spot for it. Although it is hiding a little bit. Oski will be the first to score. Doubles in. A solo play as he slams to the back wall and finds what is a tough angle for 107 km/h. Read off the backboard. It's unfair to be that consistent. Yeah, I think you'll see as time goes on and these guys play even more games, they will not be falling off. It's going to take quite the performance to take them down. Toxic and Microwave were able to take a game as they look to have the recipe, at least for a moment, and Rezears and Relatingwave want to show that they have it as well. Low 50 from Relatingwave, and Rezears slams it off the backboard for the wave finish. Wave is not on Luna Galaxy. Did someone say that Wave is? You don't have to pick a team member that is on your same team. Just so happened to work out that way for Oski and Atow. Oh, he has the clan tag. Oh, he does. Interesting. Leaks. Live on stream. Twitch.tv/Feer. They get it before shift every time. Atow. Double. Cleared off the backboard. Oski just barely making it back for the Rezears counterattack. Who are my top 3 for the Boston Major? Vitality. Rule 1. And Vitality again somehow. Oski, huge clear. Atow tried to control. Wasn't able to. Free jump. Convinces Relatingwave to bring the ball down. Interesting pinch decision from Atow to not control the ball. Instead, just shoot it out to Rezears, who had a great chance at an air dribble bump there. I'm sure Atow would have regretted his decision had he left his teammate home for an eventual goal. And even though it didn't happen right away, you can look back to that moment as the time in which the team handed possession over to Team Rezears. And they were able to follow that up eventually for the leading goal, 2-1. You'll be standing for every Rule 1 series? That's good to know. That's good to know. I'll be right there with you, I assume. Oski and Atow about to go down 1-0. We hyped him up here. But Rezears and Relatingwave doing what's necessary. Relatingwave shot this into the ceiling, and Rezears taps it onto the ground. So it'll be game 1 in favor of Team Rezears in a best of 5. I will be at the major, yes. You had a dream, Rule 1-1. It's a good sign. Game number 2. Oski and Atow look to regain against the double R team of Rezears and Relatingwave. Top 5 favorite players to watch. Zen is up there, of course. Zen and Daniel, Nupo. Those are the 3 that come to my head right away. Relatingwave somehow didn't find a way to get that in. Seemed like it was almost going to be harder not to score it. The ball bounces out of his favor. Joyo, AJ. Those are some good additions. Rawas, Killiers, Rule 1 in general. But I think, as far as I think of ones, I pretty much have to just think of ones. Oski is going to dunk in because that's where we watched most of our Rocket League. Atow is actually up there. I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, Dark. Dark is pretty entertaining to watch. He's probably up there too. Oski did just get a free bucket. Sears got ahead of this ball. I don't think he was trying to tap it behind him. I think he was trying to control it for his dribble. Yan. Oh, yeah, Yan's on there. Is that 5? Did we get to 5? Yan, Zen, Daniel, Dark. We had one more. Nupo. Let's go with those. That feels good. Atow and Oski double in. I think the Dark Sanity was some of the most fun time watching Rocket League. Atow will double off the backboard. I feel like that's actually a decent comparison. Lin Sanity and Dark Sanity. Of course, it makes way more sense when the person's name is Lin. But the Pogo era, when it came onto the scene and what Dark was doing in show matches, unmatched. Atow, how could these guys do no wrong? I mean, they did lose the previous game, but somehow, every time it looks like they're about to make a mistake, the slim margins are perfectly in their favor, and Atow's own goal goes crossbar down and out, and then able to dunk, create the opportunity for Oski. Rezears, quick flip off the side wall. Try and get back and get the dunk, but Atow still able to control it. Actually put that on target. Rezears forced to make a save as the ball bounces down. Atow infield. Oski not around. Had not recovered to be available for that shot. Good read off the backboard. Oski attacking so quickly. Atow, I think, was maybe trying to bump Rezears. Gets himself demoed instead. Rezears was rotating as the last back. Rezears pre-flip through the ball. Atow over the top of it. No follow-up for him, and a single bump would ice it out. Wave says, I don't need a bump. I'll just take it slow into the post. Oski will overshoot it as he tries to avoid the demo. Wave just squeezes it right in. Weight room indeed. Who's my favorite duo? Maybe Rawas Killiers. Oski Atow, I think I got to see them the most. They played the most as a duo on my stream probably now, and certainly after we're done with today as we watch their games. They have been a very fun duo. The way they work together. I mean, you guys saw it. We almost had an insane clip from them earlier, and I feel like we get stuff out of them every time they play together. Because there could be better twos teams, but if they're not linking up as spectacularly as these guys do, that's maybe not as entertaining. Daniel Beast Mode is probably a good one. I haven't been able to ever have Daniel Beast Mode on my channel, which is when I, am the most invested watching. Therefore, like, have the most, vivid memories, I guess, is maybe the reason why they come up. But yeah, Daniel Beast Mode farm whenever they play. And I've seen tons of clips of them proving it. Rezears, this is on target. Oh, not quite. Just barely wide of the post. Oski on his air dribble. Resets to pop the ball over Rezears, but far too high. Do anything with it. Relatingwave able to control. 50 seconds left to go, and they need a goal just about every 10 seconds, and there's the first. So they've saved themselves a bit of time. Wave able to 50 with Oski, and then Atow expecting the ball to go up the wall. Wave keeps it low. Relatingwave not able to bump Atow as they look to try and make a miracle happen here late in this game. Rezears actually just outplayed his teammate, and that'll probably be the last attempt. I mean, it was certainly over already even before that, but after that goal went in right under the minute mark, it felt like maybe it was possible. Oski and Atow just trying to tie the series right now as they did lose game number 1. Rezears one for the road. Denied. Liquid versus Team Rezears. All tied up. We head to game 3. Game number 3. Team Oski versus Team Rezears. Team Rezears throwing a Fennec on their team after the big loss in game number 2. We are watching right before our eyes the Octanes disappear. Rezears. Okay. Pause it. Do you, yeah, 108. Want a new server? What do you think you need to do? Oh. All right. A nice pause as he goes to look to fix his internet. Oski lagging on both Discord and in game. 108 ping for him. Thank you, Psyonix, again for giving us admin privileges. What we would have had to do previously is these guys would have had to stop playing. We would have had to remember the time Then we would have to start a new game, count it down to the time. And actually, in a 0-0 game, you can't even do. There's nothing you could do. You probably just have to restart the whole game because you can't score a goal and go to a kickoff because then someone has a goal. Unless you maybe have them both score goals. It'd be way too involved. How were the teams decided? It was all via ranked. Should be good now. Okay. We will restart from a kickoff. It just paused it at, okay. Got it. Alrighty. Restart from kickoff, confirm, unpause. Hopefully, Rezears and Relatingwave are around. If not, we can... Yeah, okay, they're here. We resume. Oski having some internet issues. It was Oski, right? It was Team Liquid. Thank you to Psyonix for giving us the ability to pause the game. Much improves the matches here today as we resume from kickoff and we stay tied at 0-0. Why aren't admin privileges just part of spectate mode? You know, I thought about that. Why can't anybody who hosts a match and go to spectate have admin privileges? And my guess is because maybe you could start up an RLCS, like sometimes do they make their own lobbies or in early RLCS quals or early tournaments, and maybe you could go in and edit it, and or maybe the reason is not for RLCS where that's going to be closely monitored and no one's going to be able to get away with anything, but instead other tournaments where you queue up your own games and then, you know, maybe the tournament doesn't have the kind of infrastructure or insight to go in and verify that someone's lying. Oh, I swear he just changed the score. No, I didn't. So just knowing that that's not possible makes it a lot easier maybe. I don't think they're incredibly stingy with who they give it to, though. I think if you're somebody who is setting up matches in, you know, a pretty clearly official manner, I think you might be able to get it. And then get themselves banned forever cheating in RLCS quals. Yeah, I'm not even sure that it's RLCS they're worried about. You know, the more I think about it, RLCS, like, they'll find anybody who's cheating. It's super easy with the replays, or, you know, I just feel like you're going to be able to tell, oh, look, a goal just got pushed up even though nobody scored. You know, it's very, very clear. But smaller tournaments and stuff, they don't have the kind of manpower or, you know, Rocket League background to verify all that. It's nicer to just know that that's not possible. Nobody can change the score themselves or have a friend make the game for them, you know. Yeah, people probably do lie and say they won all the time. You know, people probably go into start GG or whatever and just put a win in, and then admins have to go in and fix it. So, I don't know. Finally, we went over here after watching on the YouTube for the longest time. Yo, everybody, welcome, Jame and Cheese. You have now switched sides. The YouTube commenters will hate you as your name shows up on screen. Oski almost faked a pass to Atow here. Oski, strong touch to the backboard. Rezears going to keep it away, trying to go top right. Will be credited as a save. Rezears not allowed to go to work. Oski will not have that in his house. Atow's dribble falls far short, so now it'll be a great setup for Rezears, who might go bump. No, instead he goes over the top, and he drops it down for Wave. But Oski has recovered and has the save in time. Wonder if we could have seen from Rezears' perspective with a single defender back. Seems like he was maybe in a good setup to protect the ball with a bump, but decided to make the passing play for his teammate instead. Wave. Popping the ball up before Team Liquid control it. Send it back to the orange corner. Relatingwave down to Rezears. Nice decision by Rezears not to rush the play, especially with the challenging Liquid team member. Oh my goodness, almost a crazy read. While we were playing our match in the previous round, people were talking about Rezears popping off over on Hootie's stream, with the other games from Pool A are being played. We're going to see a bit of that magic. We definitely need to see it now. Oh my goodness, what an own goal! He finally did it. I swear, every single bounce was going Team Liquid's way, and they would do stuff like this, and it would just not be an own goal. But this time it is. This time it's a nasty, nasty own goal. Atow too good at striking the net. Now with 22 seconds. Relatingwave and Rezears need a solid kickoff sequence, and they have controlled the ball into the blue half. Rezears will be trying to pass back to himself as he collects boost at midfield, but Atow takes it away. Oski behind the ball, likely to protect it. No, he actually hands it over to Rezears. This is a great opportunity. Wave is going for the bump. Atow pre-jumped the bump, though. And long before there was ever a chance that he was taken out of the play, he was floating above crossbar height, and he intercepts the dribble to secure the win for Team Liquid. Game number 4. Oski and Atow looking for the same scoreline they had in the first series. Oh, the double Spanish! And it just becomes a regular kickoff because Atow and Rezears both get to the ball at the same time. Almost more double Spanishes than regular Spanish kickoffs we've seen so far. Atow denied by Relatingwave. Any ones next? No ones until the end of Ranked Royale, almost certainly. There'd have to be a crazy, crazy ones game falling onto our laps to run one. Atow just says, TF? This musty, bro. Wait, what? He just launched the ball? I have to go back and see. That was like 150. Rezears. I didn't see it. I must have looked over at you guys. All right, I'm marking it. I didn't even know. I must have looked at you guys at the wrong time. You guys asked about ones. Rezears hit it. It was a beamer. Was it a low 50? Like he was low on the ground when he ripped a musty up? All right, I'll have to go back and check it. I'll have to go back and check it. You guys distracted me. Oh my goodness, Oski. Air dribble into the 50. Off the sidewall? Okay, we'll all watch it again. Yeah, somebody go find it. I was in the clouds apparently. Atow ground pinch pass. Both of Team Rezears in net though. And they are able to get the save. Wave, soft touch. Without a reset though, not going to be able to get back to that one. And even with one, it would have been tough. Oski prioritizing the defender miss often on those dribbles. Doesn't care how far he has to take it. As long as he makes sure the orange team doesn't get a connection. Will there be 1v1s in the 1 hour break? That's probably the best chance of us having a 1v1 anytime soon. If there's a reasonably sized break that we want to stay live before NA. A really powerful musty that just missed. Yeah, and I missed it. I missed it big time. Oski scores a second. Yeah, EU is trash. Barely missed it, so therefore EU is trash. Oski able to keep the goal line shot attempt out. Atow puts the ball over the top of Rezears, forces him all the way to the back wall, and then pressures him in the corner as well. Oski connected on maybe both team members, but not the ball. Meanwhile, Atow rotating all the way back. They hold a 2-1 lead. Just need to hold on to it for a couple minutes. They might extend it right here. They should. Atow gets a third as Oski beats Relatingwave at the midfield, and then he was there to protect the ball in case someone did have a chance at a save. Rezears cannot stop this kickoff play. Atow just wins it directly to Oski. Was he pre-cheating up on the right side? Did Atow try to lose it directly to him, or did he just react to where the ball was headed? Double Spanish. Again, I think we've only seen the double Spanish. I'm not sure we've seen only one team going for it. Atow pre-jump, team pinch with Oski. Looking for some of that pre-jump magic we saw earlier. Sounds like we've had a couple different almost. Oski, the small psycho, to set up Atow, who is denied off the backboard. Oski throws a nice one for a midfield play. Atow loves his landing pogo, and probably is the reason why the ball bounces over the top of Rezears. Oski out of the net. Has the save. Put so much power on it, though. If he had actually managed to save it softer, might have been able to follow it up for a goal. But it falls into the corner and back into the blue half shortly after. Oski air dribble just barely not over the top of Rezears. As Rezears gets to save. Atow fake challenge. And he waited. He wanted the pinch. He wanted the pinch off the post all the way back to the other side of the field, I bet. I'm sure you guys have seen clips of that happening before. Oski and Atow, the team pinch. They went for this earlier. This one was on target. But Rezears has the save, ruining the fun. This one will drop in. Atow takes the sweet time. And it'll be 5-1 in favor of Team Liquid and a 3-1 series win. Putting themselves in a good spot, maybe even locking themselves in for the top two, depending on how the other game went, I'm pretty sure. They get 6-1 off a nice kickoff goal. Was that a Spanish that was not a double Spanish? All right, I'm ready to see this musty. I'm sorry I missed it the first time. Game number 4 goes to Oski and Atow as they head on to the final round, 2-0. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, there it is. That's it right there. Oh, my goodness. That is quite the screamer. I mean, that's not a scuff setup at all. That's just a beauty. What does it look like from the defender's perspective? Oh my goodness, yeah, that has some power behind it. I'm gonna go watch Atow. We're getting every angle. Just Fennec things. And one last angle so we can fully understand. What did Wave say about all this? Oh, it switched on me. I'm on like director cam or something. Sheesh. Okay. All right. I see it. I see it.